Scott was born in the UK, but Tonic was born in Prague. So I'm originally from the UK. I grew up in a small little village in the south, near Southampton. It's not famous for anything except the Titanic left from there. So that's what we're famous for, not for our buzzing gay scene, unfortunately. So I moved here 2.5 years ago, and I actually started doing drag in Prague. I first started drag because I really just wanted to have fun. I thought I saw on TV and I saw everyone doing it, and I was like, I could totally do that. It takes me a long time to get ready. Normally I like to leave myself at least 3 hours, which might sound like a long time to some people, but it takes a long time and a lot of money to look this cheap. Just my eyebrows take at least half an hour to do. Once I did my makeup in 1 hour, I left work and went to go perform with Charlie XCX last minute and did my makeup in 1 hour, so that was pretty impressive for me. So when she was on her tour, she had different drag queens performing with her in every city, and we really wanted to perform with her, so we were messaging her all the time. She didn't reply until 4 hours before the show. So I was at work and I was not going to miss the opportunity, so I pretended that I had a sudden illness and ran out of there, went to my friends, got in quick drag, ran there, did a rehearsal and then performed. Variety came about because the show Mezipatra, the film festival, they asked me to do a small show for them, and they gave me a small budget. They asked me to go to this venue and organise some performers. So when they asked me that, I decided I wanted to ask a variety of performers. So I wanted to ask voguers, trans people, drag kings, singers, and every queer person all come together. And after I did the show, I realised how successful it was and how different it was for Prague. So I decided to carry on. People need to realise that this is an art form. This is for expression, this is for performance. It's not a lifestyle. What people need to realise is the difference between identity and performance. So people can identify as male but still want to dress as a female for performance art. That's what I do, identify as male. I live every day of my life as a man. And even when I'm in drag, I'm still a man, but I'm just dressing like this for performance, and it's my artistic expression. But transgender people, that is their life, and they identify as female or male, and that is how they decide to live their lives. There are trans women and trans men that do drag, but not every drag queen is a trans person. There are straight people that do drag, there are gay people that do drag, there are bisexual people that do drag, and it really doesn't have anything to do with your sexuality. Drag, your identity, and your sexual orientation are not related. So don't ever assume that someone who does drag is trans or is gay or is anything. Just ask us if you're confused. It's the best way to get to know who we are and what we're about. Just talk to us. We're not scary. Well, some of us are. If you've met like Contessa. I don't normally like to get offended by people asking questions or presuming things about me. I think it's better to educate people. People in general aren't super hateful, they just don't understand. And I think they're never going to understand if you just get angry and frustrated with people. Personally, I understand why people get angry and frustrated, but for me, I think if your goal is to have people on your side, then to explain things to them is just a much better way of actually getting them on your side. So I like to talk to people, and I like to look at the other side of the debate, Like I watch a lot of these kind of right-wing videos and these kind of Nazi videos, because you have to understand their perspective so that you can change it. Because you're never going to change anyone's mind if you don't understand them. I love myself and I love my community, and nothing's going to take that away from me. So people can say whatever they want. I know that I love myself and I love the people around me. You're never going to be happy if you let everyone's opinion hurt you. I understand why it's hurtful, but we need to try and change their opinions, and the best way to do it is to try and understand, talk to them. I've had people send me hate stuff all the time, death threats, things like that. I tend to expose them, take a screenshot, put it on my Instagram, let all my followers send them messages, tell them to piss off. I think having that sort of thing out in the open is great, because then you can tell them what you think.
She's ready.
Are you ready for the stage?
You've been born ready.
One of the first people I met when I moved to Prague was the drag queen Just Karen, and we immediately became friends, and we had never done drag before, both of us. We both never done drag, so we both like, I really want to try this thing. I'm a bit too scared to do it on my own. Will you do it with me? So we decided to do it together one night, and it was so much fun that we pretty much never looked back.
I love your t-shirt.
Hello, darling.
She's like,
I'm my biggest fan. I got your dress. Guys, look, I made the dress for Tonic Garbáge.
so beautiful.
I did this first, and I was really tired when I did the front, so it's a bit like primary school.
Wow, okay.
I mean,
But then the back.
gorgeous, isn't it?
And now it turned into Karen being on national TV and me having my own show. So I guess we had a bit of a glow up. But yeah, drag is such an amazing thing for me, and I don't think I'd still be in Prague if it wasn't for the drag scene and the amazing people I've met through doing drag, for sure. My drag name is Tonic, like the drink. I was originally Tonic Iconic, because it rhymes, but I was like, calling yourself iconic is kind of lame. So now it's Tonic Garbáge. It's spelt garbage, but pronounced garbage. So it's like taking trash and making elegance out of it. I would describe my persona as being like me, but more confident and more extra and more loud. I like to be stupid and have fun, but also be very political and action focused. So you can see me rolling around on stage dressed as a nun, half naked, being creepy and disgusting, or you can see me doing a powerful ballad from Whitney Houston. So it's very different, very all over the place, but just my personality amplified, I would say. Once I got performing, I started to meet a lot of amazing queens, and that really, really inspired me. And after a while, I realized that the way we could be stronger was to join together, and we made the House of Garbage. So that's our little house of drag queens. We all have very different styles. Some of us are disgusting and sexual and crazy. Some of us like to do comedy. Some of us sing live. We want to perform more together and spread the love as a family that we've built. My perspective on drag definitely changed once I started performing and I started meeting people within the community. I've met so many people that are like trans, non-binary, and the people that have been really inspired by drag. And so my perspective on drag changed from something that's fun and something that's like people dance around and get drunk to something that's more meaningful to a lot of people. So now my drag is much more political, much more thought-provoking, much more artistic, I guess, conceptual. That's me. So yeah, my perspective on drag now is something that's powerful, political, and we're the voices of our community. So I think it's really important.
Listen, girl, listen. Girl, you're a queen. Girl, you're a queen. And a queen needs to fight for her dreams. A queen needs to stand up for what she believes in. Come on, stand up. Stand up if you believe in something. Listen, girl, listen. You can't heal the world. You can't heal the whole world. But you can heal your soul. You can heal the soul with the help of your sisters.
So how are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah!
We're here together tonight, finally, as queer, resilient people. Let's give it up! Yes. At Queerity, we accept non-binary, trans, bisexual, transsexual, black, white. Anyone can be here, just don't be a dick. Yeah! That's the general rule in life as well, like, just don't be a dick. Just be yourself. Thank you.
You cannot beat the feeling when you come off stage. It's the best feeling in the world when you have everyone clapping, everyone's looking at you and just think you're beautiful and amazing. It's such a great feeling, and I wouldn't change it for the world. All the nerves aside, it's amazing.